Hello.
Mike.
Hey, Bay. How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too, man. You all ready?
Cool. I'm ready, bro.
All right, cool. All right, so February 10th, the big date, Dearly Departed, going to be released. And
Yeah.
this is going to be like it's got some rarities, got some more covers.
Yeah.
Now, you guys do a lot of covers, which, I mean, it's becoming more and more acceptable. And the thing I was wondering was, how is it hard for you to, like, pick what covers you're going to do compared to, like, when you're recording an album of originals?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, where you got that Sophie's choice of, like, nah, we'll leave this one off for that one. Is it almost the same type of thing when you're doing the covers?
It's not. I mean, there's certain influences you have, that stick with you, and when they're that strong, or favorite songs that you keep with you throughout your life. I mean, I really hold on to a certain batch of stuff. So
Sure.
in my mind, same thing with Come Undone on Omerta. I wanted to do that since it came out. So for me, it's like, you hold certain songs like the Sabbath medley. I mean, that's like part of the, it's like the background of my life,
Right.
Sabbath. And then certain people throw in ideas. My girlfriend actually threw at me the Charlie Daniels Band song, and it was just like, yeah, that's a killer song. People always say to us, we would love to hear you do this song, or we would love to hear you, and then you just hold on to it, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, let me keep that in the back of my mind, Same with Russell. Russell's always been a Pat Travers fan, and if I'm not mistaken, I think his wife or him or just through snorting whiskey, because Russ always kills that song. So it's just stuff like that, man.
Cool. Now, does like everybody like throw a pick out there, or is it just like you and Russell to say, all right, we're going to do this, and this?
Yeah. It definitely comes down to me and Russ. I mean, I threw the batch of songs at him, and he loved what I picked. He threw Snorting Whiskey back at me, and I was like, yeah, of course. Sabbath is a common ground for every hard rock and metal fan. I mean, who doesn't love Sabbath? So that was killer. And I picked songs for Black Sabbath that I knew Russell would just knock out of the park, songs that I haven't heard Ozzy sing in ages, like Killing Yourself to Live or Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Into the Void. Well, they do Into the Void, but the higher stuff,
right.
I miss hearing that stuff, and Russ just knocked it out of the park.
Cool. Now, you guys are also doing some acoustic version of Adrenaline Mob songs. How did you guys pick those songs out?
Well, I mean, we always do acoustic versions of our songs. Me and Russ have been doing it on tour since we started. We'll go into a radio station. We'll just pick two of my Ovations, and we go, and we've played a lot of our songs acoustically, not just the ballad type stuff. We've even taken heavier songs and slowed them down and done stuff like that. So, there are some songs that are special to us. On the Line is a special song, and Crystal Clear is very close to me. It's a song that I had written with someone in mind, and there was a part of my life that I was going through, and handed over to Russ, and we together came up with the just the idea of the vision where it went to. So it's a special song. So, and Angel Sky is a song that I wrote in a time in my life when there was a little bit of turmoil, and so it's just songs like that have a lot of meaning behind them, and they sound nice when you tear them down and just get down to the basics.
Yeah, and actually probably even more emotional when it's slowed down too.
Without a doubt. I'm such a fan of acoustic guitar playing, and I love to break down and really, just give the song that the vision of, when I was writing Angel Sky, I literally was just a piano and an acoustic guitar. That's all it was, like from the beginning, and then, bring it to Russell, and he took it to life and sang the hell out of it, and still does on the acoustic version. It's great.
Cool. Now, will you guys be doing any touring behind Dearly Departed?
Oh yeah, we're psyched to get the hell back out on the road, man. It's like, Jesus, I we were killing last year. We were on a great tour with Avenged Sevenfold and Hell Yeah, and some stuff happened and derailed us a little bit, but we're back on course, and we are super excited to get back out. We're actually just announced a whole bunch of shows in Brazil, and we're going to do the States, and we're going to do the whole proper run of the album. That's for sure.
Nice. Yeah. Now, when you guys were on tour, I mean, you guys had that serious accident. I mean, that had been like a scary thing. Did it make you look at life a little different afterwards?
Yeah. let's put it mildly. It scares the living shit out of you when you think you're gonna die. There's no when you come out of something like that, and it's just like, wow, it kind of it takes you a while. I mean, it took me a good hour after the initial wreck of just kind of like, did that just happen? Where are we? Where are we right now? Jesus. I don't think somebody's got to call the Avenged guys, man. We're not making it back into Canada. And it was just like, what? It's just craziness, man. So you definitely value, everything around you just a little bit more, so to say.
Yeah, and stuff like that. I mean, it's such a rarity for an accident like that to happen to a band that's out on tour. I mean, how many bands through the years are out there and you don't hear nothing, and then when it does happen, it's like, wow, it's like, all right, we're not in business.
Yeah. No, you hear about it and you never, I mean, God bless that we're okay. That's all I could say. Who cares about what got wrecked and whatnot, and, bones heal and cuts heal and all that stuff. But, yeah, man, thank God, because you never think it's going to happen to you until you're just, you're in it and you're like, oh, shit, I'm going to die. And,
right.
Then it's just like, man, after that, it's like, I love life. It's like, give me that guitar and let's frickin' rock,
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, and also last year, you had the sudden departure of your bass player, John Moyer. I mean,
yes.
How was it going through lineup changes? I mean, you had your original drummer, left, and I mean, it's got to be like, what the frig?
It's just certain things. It's funny. I have John Moyer in my recording studio right now downstairs on the next floor. I still work with John all the time. He brings the bands that he's producing into my Sonic Stomp studios where I record every album I've ever done, and I still work with John hand in hand. I mix and master and track, the bands he works with. So unfortunately, with Adrenaline Mob, it was the circumstance comes into play sometimes. Same thing with Mike. It's like, it's just like, if it's not going to work, or he wanted to go do this project and he wanted to do Winery Dogs, and we kind of wanted to keep moving forward and do the Metabomber thing, it's just sometimes it doesn't work, and you go, all right, man, let's just move on, and you make it happen. We're determined. Me and Russell are very determined with Adrenaline Mob. We constantly want to move forward.
Sure.
People say, well, is it this, or you have this, you have that. That's just all bullshit to me. There is no project. This is a band. We do what we can, and we always try and keep working. I mean, we have a pretty good track record of getting in the studio. We have a release every year now since we've come out. So we're always determined, and me and Russ, we just keep putting out product and hoping to tour more and more on it. So,
nice.
Cool.
Now, how was it playing with AJ behind the kit? I mean, there's a legendary drummer for you who, you grow up watching on MTV and listening to the record, and now he's in the band.
Yeah, AJ's, he's been a close friend of mine since probably 1996, and I've been in and out of bands with him all the time. I mean, he's a fellow Staten Islander, and at this current moment, he lives almost on the same block as me. I could just walk right down to his place. And so, we're always close friends and could I say? He's a monster. You know, he's a true like rock monster drummer. You know, I mean, going from Portnoy, having one of the greatest drummers out there. Mike is Mike, man. He was awesome.
Right.
You know, and I love him. Love his playing, and we had a blast. But AJ equally just as great in his own right. You know, he just gets up there and has this style where it's just like no holds barred. The guy just rocks. Nothing phases him. He's a tank back there. Even him and his kit. You know, it's like you see him and you see him with the A-Mob kit, which is the 4 bass drums and the car, and the drum riser is a 57 Chevy. It's just monstrous. It's cool, man.
Yeah. Now, something else you're involved in that I just saw last night. You will be at the next one as well, and I am a huge friggin' fan of this guy, the one and only Randy Rhoads with the Randy Rhoads Remember show.
Yeah, hell yeah. Jeez, what can you say? That is the master. You know, I mean, yeah, I am such a huge Randy Rhoads fan, and I've done quite a few of these now. I've done them last year in California, and then there was a mini tour, and I was able to play a few shows in the area before I had to leave with Adrenaline Mob and go on the Avenged Sevenfold tour. So I was able to do a few more, and now we're back doing, again, our second show in California, and now there's also an album released, which is going to be released that night. So, I mean, I am beyond honored, you know, playing with my brother, Brian Tishy, who is just unfreaking believable on that drum set. I mean, I can't, you know, he's just such a monster, and I love him to death, man. He's such a fan of music and Randy, and, you know, so we got some cool surprises on this Randy Rhoads album coming up, and it's going to be an incredible night. What can I say? I get to play for the Rhoads family. It's literally such an honor when I'm sitting there talking to Katie and Kathy and Kelly. Sorry.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean that's got to be like so emotional as well with the you know, Kelly and Kathy there at the same time. I mean, it's
it really is. Yeah, I mean, she literally, you know, when she came up to me after the first performance, she was just like, "Oh my God!" She said to me, "You made me feel like I was at one of my brother's shows." I went, "Okay, done." Wow, head blown. I gotta go find it. It's somewhere way back, you know. Yeah, I mean, and it's such a great cast of musicians, and this year is going to be even better than last. So I'm excited.
Yeah, we had Kelly on the show. As a matter of fact, last year to promote the 2014 show, and just talking to him, I mean, he was playing piano over the phone for me and stuff, and I was mind blown, just complete mind blown.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy. They all are, and that's what's cool about these shows. Everyone gets along. It's not like there's no BS going along. It's like, hey man, we're all here to pay tribute to Randy, and we just have a great time. We all get up and play D at the end together. It's surreal. I love it.
Yeah. I bawled when I saw that. I was like, tears coming down my face. I'm like, really? You guys are killing me.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I got to say, up there on stage when everybody's, you know, playing that piece together, and that's one of my favorite pieces of all time. I mean, I'm a huge acoustic classical fan and grew up learning, you know, on a classical guitar and acoustic. So that's one of my favorite pieces, and to get to play it with all the great players and the family there, it's just like, Jesus. Yeah, man. I love it.
That's just friggin' awesome. Cool. All right, so Dearly Departed will be out February 10th.
I can't wait.
All your typical places, iTunes and Google and where else? Best Buy stores and. Yeah,
it's at Best Buy. There's a pre-sale on our pages. We've been posting them, and we'll keep posting all the pre-sales to get them at the stores and online. Yeah, man, we really super excited about this release. Even though it's not a full-length album of originals, it's just as good. We sunk our heart into it, and the performances are stellar. AJ's killing it. We got Eric on some tracks playing bass, not all of them, but he's on the album. And it's just really killer. The versions of these tunes are in true Adrenaline Mob fashion. I really, I hope every Adrenaline Mob fan out there goes and buys it and tells their friends, man.
Awesome. And you guys got to get down to Philly too.
Oh, hell yeah, definitely. We want to get everywhere we can. Again, there was a lot of shows that got canceled and a lot of places where we were supposed to be last year, and it's like it's time to make them up and get the hell out there,
Right. Cool.
So I'm psyched.
Well,
yeah.
Very cool. So am I.
Thanks, bro.
Good luck with the new release. Good luck with the tour. Be safe out there, and good luck, especially with the Randy Rhoads show coming up.
Thank you so much, my friend. All the best to you. And again, thank you for the support, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you. Hey, real quick, too, can I just get you an ID for me before I let you go?
You got it.
This is Mike Orlando of Adrenaline Mob, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
Okay. Hey, what's up? This is Mike Orlando from Adrenaline Mob, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
Cool. Mike, thanks so much, and take care.
Great. Thank you so much, Bay. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.